ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुक्तपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु वैष्णव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So welcome to our Science of Self-Realization reading. We are in the 6th chapter. Yeah, we didn't do this. Last time we read about the letter, right? Andhra Pradesh letter.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So, did we finish that? You have finished that. Declaring our dependence on God. Yes, this is what we started. Okay. Someone should read Back to Godhead and another devotee should read Srila Prabhupada's. Can someone start? I need
Yes,
to.
Prabhu.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thomas Jefferson put the basic philosophy of the American Revolution into Declaration of Independence. The important men of the day who signed this document agreed that there are certain self-evident. The first of which is that all men are created equal. By this, they meant all men are equal before the law and have an equal opportunity to be protected by the law.
Yeah, Srila Prabhupada.
I'll read it. Yes, in that sense, men are, as you say, created equal.
Another point in the Declaration of Independence is that all men are endowed by God with certain natural rights that cannot be taken away from them. These are the rights of life, liberty, and
But animals also have a right to life. Why don't animals also have the right to life? The
Live, nahi,
rabbit,
live.
yeah, right to live, correct. Sorry.
Yeah,
The rabbits, for instance, are living in their own way in the forest. Why does the government allow hunters to go and shoot them?
yeah. So, in the American Declaration of Independence, they say that everyone is equal in front of the law. Okay, everyone is equal before the law. Okay, so Prabhupada is saying even animals are also equal. Animals should also have the rights, and for that matter, all living entities should have the rights. Aquatics, trees. Now, now tell me, uh, what Prabhupada is saying makes sense or not? Huh? Does it make sense? What Prabhupada is saying? Even animals should have the same equal treatment before the law.
Yes.
yes,
Yes, good.
So Prabhupada is putting here a point of hunting, right?
Yes.
But in the Vedic times also there was hunting. Kings used to go for hunting, right? In Ramayana, who went for hunting?
Rama
King
is
Dasharatha.
Lord Ram
King
only went,
Dasharatha.
na?
yeah, for deer.
So then
For deer
Prabhupada,
also. Yeah.
Yeah. So then Prabhupada is saying why the government is allowing hunting. So the same question can be asked to Prabhupada, why Lord Ram is allowing hunting? What is the answer?
Only for Kshatriyas it is allowed. That's what we heard from the Shastras. Kshatriya, because their dharma is to protect the people.
So,
Further, they are getting practice by hunting the wild animals. Only
okay.
for Kshatriyas it is allowed.
Yeah. But can they just go on hunting like that for years together, days together, months together?
No,
Why?
because we are saying that is for their practice to killing the animal. They
No,
are just
one
for the
king can say, "Na, I have to practice." If one king will say, "I need 3 months of practice," other king will say, "I need 3 years of practice." So the thing is, na, the Kshatriyas were allowed to hunt. Okay, for practice, that is one answer. Second thing is, if the animals are creating some problems, like sometimes tigers hunt cows, okay, or maybe some elephants are going amok, then the Kshatriya should come and protect. Then he should only kill those animals who are creating these problems. And for hunting also, he should not kill more than required. Okay, and you should not go long for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. No, just few times. That's it. So, okay, let's get into the Prabhupada's philosophy. Okay, what he's saying. They are simply talking about human beings. Okay, read.
yeah. Then they have no real philosophy. The narrow idea that my family or my brother is good and that I can kill all others is criminal. Suppose that for my family's sake I kill your father. Is that philosophy? Real philosophy, Suhrudam Sarvabhutanam, friendliness to all living entities. Certainly, this applies to human beings. But even if you unnecessarily kill one animal, I shall immediately protest. What nonsense are you doing?
So here is the point. Kshatriya should never unnecessarily kill. They should do necessary killing. Okay, like I told, sometimes some animals are attacking cows and cattle and men, human beings. Then the Kshatriyas are called to kill that particular animal, and he will kill that particular animal. So that is one. Second thing is for hunting also. Even in for hunting, na, it is not unrestricted. It is very restricted. Okay. Okay. BTG.
The founders of America said that another natural right is the right of to liberty or freedom. Freedom in the sense that the government doesn't have the right to tell you what kind of job you have to do.
If the
Prabhupada.
government is not perfect, it should not be allowed to tell people what to do. But if the government is perfect, then it can.
What does it mean by perfect?
If one follows, then only we are eligible to tell to others.
Meaning,
Whatever we are saying to others, that we should follow that first.
that is fine. I am telling I will kill 100 people. I go ahead and I kill 100 people. I followed what I say. What does it mean by perfect?
Following the dharma
Yes, following the dharma. And where do we get dharma from? WhatsApp?
from Vedas, from
Facebook?
Shastras, from Purana. Yeah.
From the Vedas, right? And
Yes.
we learn the Vedas from the Guru and the Brahmanas. Okay. So this one line means big thing. Okay. It means perfect is very much aligned to the dharma that the Supreme Lord Krishna has given us. Okay. So you all know in Ramayana there is a story where Lord Ram had to kill a Shudra, right? Have you heard about this story?
No, Professor.
Okay, okay. So what happened is there was a Shudra, okay, and he was doing tapasya. So it is said in the Vedas that a Shudra should not do tapasya, but he was not listening, and then everyone was telling he was not listening. Then Lord Ram himself had to go. Still, he didn't listen. Then what did Lord Ram do? He killed him. And many people find this very indigestible. How could Lord Ram do that? Why do you think Lord Ram killed that Shudra?
To maintain the rules of Varnashrama.
Yes. See, here the answer is here only. Okay. If the government is perfect, then it can. So Lord Ram was perfect human being, right? Maryada Purushottam. So he was following dharma, right? Very strictly he was following dharma. So he was perfect, therefore he could tell that Shudra, you should not do this. Right? Yes or no? You understand this point?
Yes, yes, Professor.
Because he was following dharma, he could tell, because he was following dharma and he was protecting dharma. Right? Now dharma says a Shudra should not do tapasya. Now why do you think a Shudra should not do tapasya?
Yeah, that is the question. Anyone can do tapasya, right? Performing
So he
austerities.
was doing some tapasya
Okay.
which was which requires good intention.
Yes,
So
good.
the intention was not good.
Okay. Got it.
See, as a Brahmana kids, Ravana, Kumbhakaran, and Vibhishan, they also did tapasya, right? Right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So from the Brahmana perspective, they could do. Nobody could stop them,
Hmm.
right? But what was the intention of Ravana? I want to be great. I want to
Yeah, to
conquer
get the
everything.
job,
What
yeah,
was
I
the
should not.
intention of Kumbhakarna? Whatever comes in front of me, I want to eat it. So the intention matters, okay, in tapasya.
Yes.
Like once there were this story you must have heard. There was once a person who was doing tapasya for Lord Shiva, and while doing the yajna, it was taking a lot of time to please Lord Shiva. So what he did is he started cutting his own body, his own flesh, and he was putting in the yajna. Seeing this, Lord Shiva came directly in front of him. He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I am offering my flesh to you to please you." Lord Shiva said, "Don't do that. Ask me what you want." What did he ask? On whoever's head, if I keep my hand, that person should die. Right? And the moment he got this blessing from Lord Shiva, he said, "I want to keep my hand on your head only, Shiva." So Shiva started running here and there. This person was also running after him. Then Lord Vishnu came. He came as a young boy and he said, "This person, why are you running?" He said, "I want to keep this hand on Lord Shiva because he gave me this blessing. If I keep my hand on anyone's head, it will turn into ash. That person will die and he'll become ash. He'll become powder." Then that boy started laughing, ha 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 ha. You believe Lord Shiva? You believe that person who lives in Shamshan, who puts ash on his body? You believe that person? Why do you believe that person? If you if you want to try, put your hand on your own head and see what happens. Then that person put his hand on his head. Then what happened?
He himself got
Yeah, he
dead.
himself died. So the point is the intention is very important. The person was not with good intention. Na? Okay. So everybody can do tapasya, agreed. But the intention has to be pure. Okay. The Shudra was doing tapasya with a wrong intention. So that was the Varnashram time, and the Lord himself came and said, "Stop it." He was not listening. So then Lord only killed him. Now, because Lord killed him, what happened? Because he got killed by Lord, he got liberation. He got liberation. Directly he got moksha because he got killed by Lord. So externally it may look that Lord Ram is very, cruel. But if we look on the terms of the soul, it is the greatest thing that the person got, right? Moksha. Now we are all chanting, doing so many things for moksha only, right? Of course, to come back to Godhead, but it's a liberation only. But this guy didn't do anything. He did the wrong thing and then he got moksha. so so you can see the advantage. Whatever Lord does is great. Okay. Okay. So let's move ahead. The third natural right. Go ahead.
The third natural right they mentioned was that every human being has the right to pursue happiness.
Yes, but your standard of happiness may be different from my standard. You may like to eat meat. I hate it. How can your standard of happiness be equal to mine?
See, some people
So,
they what they do Saturday night or parties and all. What they do, they drink, right? How many of you in this call drink? I hope no one, right? So their standard of happiness is they like to drink, and our standard is we don't like to drink alcohol. Okay, we like to drink what? What do we like to drink?
Harikatha.
Charanamrut.
Charanamrit, yes, and
Harikatha, nectar of
Yeah,
Krishna.
that we
Katha.
drink for our ears. What we drink for our tongue, mouth, juice, water, milk,
Yes, yes.
buttermilk, right? That is our happiness. When we go out, we say, "Is there juice? Mango juice or papaya? Not papaya juice. Pineapple juice or chiku juice? Sapota." That is our standard of happiness. But some people they go out and they say, "What is their standard? Wine, alcohol, beer." Okay, okay. I'm just okay. So read this, please.
So, should everyone be free to try to achieve whatever standard of happiness he wants?
Go ahead.
No, the standard of happiness should be prescribed according to the qualities of the person. You must divide the whole society into four groups: those with Brahmana qualities, those with Kshatriya qualities, those with Vaishya qualities, and those with Sudra qualities. Everyone should have good facility to work according to his natural qualities.
Okay, okay. Just hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what is there in this. Sorry, space. Okay. So what is Prabhupada saying is the whole society can be divided into four qualities. Right? Depending on the qualities, we can divide them into Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay. We had discussed this. Okay. Um, in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, sorry, there are qualities of Brahmana and see Brahmana qualities is. Can someone read this three text?
Yes, Prabhuji. Peacefulness, self control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness. These are the natural qualities which the Brahmanas work, by which the Brahmanas work. Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in the battle, generosity, and leadership are the natural qualities of the work for the Kshatriyas. Farming, cow protection, and business are the natural work For the Vaishyas and for the Shudras, there are labor and service to others.
Okay. So these are the qualities, that the Brahmanas have. And then these are the qualities that Kshatriya have and Vaishya and Shudra. Okay. So we will see that people have these qualities. Like Kshatriya, there are some people who want to fight in a battle and give their life, and they want to do politics, they want power, they are like, they want to serve people, right? They are leaders in their society, very courageous. Yes or no? We see such people. So we know that these are Kshatriyas, right? Then there are some people who are very good in business. You make them doctor, or you make them lawyer, or you make them engineer. After some years, they start doing business and they excel in business. Why? Because their mind works that for that. Haven't we seen such people?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Similarly, there are some people who are not interested in business. Neither they want some power, hero, but they are too much in studies. So they are kind of Brahmana people. Too much in studies. They like to be teachers. They like to do research work. Right? So these are Brahmanas. Then there are some who just want to do work. You give me work and you give me salary, I'll be happy. You tell them to do business, they'll say, I don't know, I don't understand. You tell them to become leader, they'll say, I'm not a leader, I'm just a follower. You tell them to read books, they say, what? I don't want to read books, just give me some work, I'll do. Right? So these are Shudra mentalities. Okay? IT job, where does it come?
Shudra.
Yeah. It is Shudra work only. Okay. So yeah, so we see such four kinds of people. So Prabhupada is saying divide into four, and then why Prabhupada is saying like this? Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he says Chaturvarna Maya Shrishtam. I created these four ashramas. Where it is? Yeah, I created this Varnashram system, and I created. So we talked about we talked about Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, right? So those are called as Varna. This Varna is for what? For material progress. Okay, look at this line. It's for material progress. Materially, we have some qualities and we want to utilize it for our daily needs and service to the society. So materially, a Kshatriya will progress, a Vaishya will progress in his line, a Shudra will progress in his line, right? A Brahmana will progress in his line. Getting? This is for material progress. Now, there is something another called as ashramas. It is Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. This is for what? Spiritual progress. You start spiritual study in Brahmachari ashram, then marry, continue all that spiritual practices in Grihastha ashram. Then when you retire, you go into Vanaprastha, where you are dedicating your life to spiritual activity. Then finally you dedicate 100%, giving up your wife also. That is sannyas. So this is the spiritual progress. So Prabhupada is saying, he's making that point that if we make such division, which is natural division, it is not according to birth, it is according to the quality, then people will be happy or not. See, if a Brahmana becomes a Kshatriya, will he be happy? No, right? Because by nature he doesn't have this quality of leadership, killing, and all that. So when he does that as a Kshatriya, he won't be happy. If a Shudra is told to do business, what will happen?
He'll mess up.
He'll mess up. If a Vaishya is told to do Shudra work, what will happen? He will see business opportunity and he will start another business there. Okay. So point is, standard of happiness of these people are different. Okay. Brahmana is a different standard of happiness. Kshatriya is so if we divide into four, then they'll be happy in their progress. Okay. Then we can give them some laws. So Vedic laws are there, tells them how to become Brahmana. We read that, right? How to be a Kshatriya, how to be Vaishya, how to be Shudra, and how to be aligned to Dharma. In that way, you will be materially happy. Agreed? And side by side do spiritual life. Over the period of time, you will not remain a Brahmana. You will, like, you can never always remain a Kshatriya. You will become old. At that point, if you are told to fight, you cannot fight. So, so that time you are just focusing on spiritual life. Okay, go ahead. You cannot engage a bull.
You cannot engage a bull in the business of a horse, nor can you engage a horse in the business of a bull. Today, practically everyone is getting a college education. But what is taught at these colleges? Mostly technical knowledge, which is Sudra education. Real higher education means learning Vedic wisdom. This is meant for the Brahmanas. Alone, Shudra education leads to a chaotic condition. Everyone should be tested to find out which education he is suited for. Some Sudras may be given technical education, but most Sudras should work on the farms. Because everyone is coming to the cities to get an education, thinking we can get more money, the agriculture is being neglected. Now there is scarcity because no one is engaged in producing nice foodstuffs. All these anomalies have been caused by bad government. It is the duty of the government to see that everyone is engaged according to his natural qualities. Then people will be happy.
Did you read? Oh, okay, you went here, right? So, what is the education we are getting in colleges today? Physics, chemistry, mathematics, all material education only. No spiritual education, right? So here Prabhupada is also saying everyone is coming to the cities, I'll get more money. And agriculture is getting neglected, right? But if they do agriculture, they'll be happy, na? You come to a city and then city life is so bad. We are all experiencing it, right? You know, village life is very peaceful. There is some hard work, definitely, but it is more or less peaceful. At the night, you are nicely sleeping. But what are IT engineers doing at night? They are worrying, right? They are worrying. When will the project end? They are running out of deadline. They are working late nights. So who's happy? If you really ask this question, right? So all these anomalies have been caused by bad government. It is a duty of the government to see that everyone is engaged according to their natural qualities. Then people will be happy.
So if the government artificially puts all the men into one class, then there can't be happiness.
No, that is unnatural and will cause chaos.
America's founding fathers didn't like classes because they had they'd had such bad experience with them. Before the revolution, Americans had been ruled by monarchs, but the monarchs would always become tyrannical and unjust.
Because they were not trained to be saintly monarchs. In Vedic civilization, boys were trained from the very beginning of life as first class brahmacharis, celibate students. They went to the Gurukula, the school of the spiritual master, and learned self control, cleanliness, truthfulness, and many other saintly qualities. The best of them were later fit to rule the country. The American Revolution has no special significance. The point is that when people become unhappy, they revolt. That was done in America, that was done in France, and that was done in Russia.
How many of you read about French Revolution?
Some point of time. Not.
Yeah, some point of time in the school, right? So
Yeah.
if you remember, French Revolution was fought because the king at that time now was very very selfish. People were starving and he was eating cakes. So ultimately, all these people came together and fought and killed him. Similarly, in America also, the American Revolution was for that reason only. In Russia also, the same reason. So what is Prabhupada saying? That the monarchs are not being trained. What What is the Sanskrit word for saintly monarch? Raj Rishi. Okay. Saintly monarchs means Raj Rishi. So in what they should be trained? Few of them, Prabhupada says here. Under a spiritual master, self-control, cleanliness, truthfulness, and many other saintly qualities. Then they are best to fit to rule the country. Now you tell me, today there is no monarchism. What is it today? Democracy. So in democracy, you know that a person can become politician simply by his citizenship, right? No other qualifications required. Only citizenship qualification is required. Do you know this? Do you
Yes,
know
Prabhuji.
this? Yeah. Now tell me, if someone wants to become doctor in today's world, can he become doctor?
No.
He can become, but he has to go through 4 or 5 years of training,
Yes,
right?
that is training. Without training, no one can.
But the politician doesn't have to go under training anything. So that's
Hmm.
why we have politicians who have no self-control, who are no clean, they are not truthful, and they don't even have any saintly qualities. That's why people will be
Unhappy.
unhappy. That's why we are also unhappy because our leaders are like that. What to do? Getting? Read the American revolutionaries.
The American revolutionaries said that if the government fails to rule the people properly, then the people have the right to dissolve that government.
Yes. Just as in
Nixon.
Nixon's case, they pulled him down. But if they replace Nixon with another Nixon, then what is the value? They must know how to replace Nixon with a saintly leader. Because people do not have the training and that culture, they will go on electing one Nixon after another and never become happy. People can be happy. The formula for happiness is there in the Bhagavad Gita. The first thing they must know is that the land belongs to God. Why do Americans claim that the land belongs to them? When the first settlers went to America, they said, this land belongs to God. Therefore, we have a right to live here. So, why are they now not allowing others to settle on the land? What is their philosophy? There are so many overpopulated countries. The American government should let those people go to America and should give them facility to cultivate the land and produce grains. Why are they not doing that? They have taken others' property by force, and by force, they are checking others from going there. What is the philosophy behind this?
There
Yeah.
is no philosophy.
Wait. So the formula of happiness is there in Bhagavad Gita. Which verse Prabhupada is saying? The land, everything belongs to God. Bhoktaram yagyatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram sudhit sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shanti vrichyate. 5.29. A person whose full consciousness, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices, austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, not just land, planets, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace from the pangs of material miseries. So if one attains peace, does he attain happiness? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is the thing. When here, Krishna says, I am the lord of all the planets and demigods. So this is the first thing we should know. Everything belongs to God. And I am here for what? To work on behalf of God. Then there will be happiness. See, if a company person he goes to some other city company has sent him to other city, meet clients and all that, and they give him a car, a Maruti Suzuki car. Now this person, he never bought a car, but here he got a car. So he's going around meeting clients and all that. Then one day he thinks, oh, this car belongs to me. Is he right in thinking? Yes. If that person, company person, thinks that now this car belongs to me, is he right?
No, no.
Yeah, it is not right. Why? Because it still belongs to the company only. But then if he thinks now, okay, this belongs to company, I will use it only for company purposes. Will he be happy? He'll be
Yes,
happy because he knows
yes.
within his heart he is not doing anything wrong. Company will not catch him, right? So this is a very simple thing. If we know that this whole land belongs to God, I am just taking care of it for the lifetime that I am present. Okay, that person will be happy, truly happy within. Okay, what is the philosophy behind this? There is no philosophy. Prabhupada, read this please.
Yeah,
Rogism.
Rogism is the philosophy. They take the property by force and then they make a law that no one can take another's property by force. So they are thieves. They cannot restrict God's property from being occupied by God's sons. America and other countries in the United Nations should agree that wherever there is enough land, it may be utilized by the human society for producing food. The government can say, all right, you are overpopulated. Your people can come here. We will give them land and they can produce food. We would see a wonderful result. But will they do that? No. Then what is their philosophy? Rogism. I will take the land by force and then I won't allow others to come here.
One American
Wait, 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 wait,
motto is one nation.
wait. A particular animal does this. He takes a land by force and then he doesn't allow others to come here. Tell me the name of the animal. Which animal is very territorial?
Tigers, Prabhuji.
Yeah, tigers. Yeah. Let's go for domestic animal only, which people keep in their home.
Dog.
Yeah. Are dogs very territorial? They are,
Yes.
right? How do they mark
Yes.
their territory? This is my territory. How do they mark?
You only told probably.
No,
The
no. This is
urinate.
yeah. They urinate. That's why you see dogs. Whenever they go to another dog, what they do? They smell the other dog. They come to know, okay, his urine is not here, or his urine is there, not here. That's how they start marking the land. Okay. And if the other dog wants to challenge another dog, what they will do? He will enter into that territory and urine there. Then this dog will go and say, "Arey, I am smelling another urine here." So then they will fight. Okay. Now, okay, I'm. um, so sometimes many times human beings also do like that. They mark this land. This is mine. This is yours. But Prabhupada is giving a bigger answer. He's saying that everything belongs to God. Okay. And if you have more land, you give it to people who are needy. They can come produce food and they can be happy. And everyone can focus on spiritual life. That is what is the main motto. One American motto is one nation under God.
Yes, that is Krishna consciousness. There should be one nation under God and one world government under God as well. Everything belongs to God and we are all His sons. That philosophy is wanted.
But in America, people are very much afraid of the central government because they think that there will always be tyranny.
If the leaders are properly trained, there cannot be tyranny.
See, proper again he's saying properly trained, properly trained. Very soon, we are facing Lok Sabha elections. We have no idea, this leader is properly trained or not, right?
Yes.
And if this leader has, 5-3 cases on him and he has a murder also, he's in murder case, he's in scam and all that. And if, people say, oh, we don't have option, let's choose him because he gave some things to us, at the time of election, he gave us one bottle of alcohol, or he gave us a TV or a radio or a cycle or free ticket, free bus ticket. I will vote for him. But then after that, still people are unhappy, right? Are they unhappy or happy?
Unhappy
Unhappy.
only.
Why? Same answer. Because they are not properly trained. They should be trained in dharma. That is the minimum qualification. They should be trained in dharma. Dharma means what is the right thing to do. Okay? If the leaders know what is the right thing to do, then the people automatically become happy in it. Yeah. Okay. So this training thing was to be in the Vedic times was done in the Brahmacharya ashram in the forest, under a guru. Just recent, see, Lord Ram also went, no, for training. And then Krishna also went for training. Krishna, where did he go?
Sandipani Muni, sir.
Sandipani Muni. Yes. So where do our politicians go? They don't go anywhere actually.
Train their goons.
They may go to uh, drinking bars actually. Really.
That is what they train their
So
goons.
so then when we select these people, they'll come and they'll torture us only. What to do? That's why we want our leaders to be dharmic. Just 1 month before, our leader opened Ram temple just by his one act of dharma. So many people from every corner of India became spiritually surcharged or not? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we are doing so much preaching, this book distribution, but we didn't get so much success. We get some success, but just the leader does something great, dharmic. You see the effect of that success, the expanse of that success, the expanse of the influence of it. Just mind boggling, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So that's why Krishna used to teach the Raj Rishis. This in the Bhagavad Gita he says, I gave this knowledge, son God gave it to his son, and he gave it to his son, and all that. All these were Raj Rishis. They had that quality of being saintly and Kshatriya, both in one package. They were trained like that. We don't find that today. Okay, let's go ahead. But one of the
But one of the premises of the American system of government is that if a leader has too much power, he will inevitably become corrupt.
You have to train him in such a way that he cannot be corrupt. He cannot become corrupt.
What is that training process?
That training is Varnashrama Dharma. Divide the society according to quality and train people in the principle that everything belongs to God and should be used in the service of God. Then there really can be one nation under God.
wait. See,
But if the
this
society is
statement is there. Now, wait. One nation under God. We will discuss this very short. This is one nation under God. Okay. Uh, I will put this like this: one family okay, under the roof. Now we understand one nation under God, right? If we say one family under the roof, what is the qualities required? What is required for one family to be together? Let's say family of
Understanding,
husband, wife, 3 kids, father-in-law, mother-in-law.
respect, Prabhuji. Understanding,
Respect for each other. Okay, good.
understanding, care,
Understanding, care. Okay.
care and protection, and a sense of belonging also.
Sense of belonging. Good. These are all very good points. Anything more?
And
Sharing is very important point. Okay.
sharing, love.
Sure. Love.
And there shouldn't be that thing of saying, "This is mine," Prabhuji. That I don't know how to.
Selfishness. Selfless or no selfishness. Okay. Let's put it like that. Okay. So if one family has to live under the roof, so many things are required. And in that, first thing is sharing. Mhm. So we have to train kids, right? That we have to share. We have to train kids to love, trust, right? We have to train kids, to understand, care, and then we can be a one good family under the roof. Getting? Now, if we want to be one nation under the God, we have to do the same things. And how do we do that? Varnashram system. We train people in that system. Everything belongs to God and everything should be used in the service of God. This is like the bottom principle, bottom line principle, guiding principle. So if everything is to be used for the service of God, let's think in terms of family. Okay, everything has to be used in terms of for the whole family, not just for one. So if we get something, we should share it with everyone, right? Yes or no? If in a family, um, let's say you come from a function and you are being gifted something. When you come home, you try to give that gift to everyone, right? Whatever that gift may be, some food stuff, something, you try to share it with the family, right?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So then the whole family becomes happy. But let's say one child gets something from school and he's not ready to share only. What happens? 3 kids are there, one child gets something and other two don't
The
get.
other one will be unhappy.
Then you will see fights happening, right? And ultimately we have to teach the child that you have to share. Sharing is caring, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So same things we have to apply in the national thing also, under the nation. So yeah, everything that we do for the family, right? We will explain that to our kids and everyone, right? We will do it for our own one family. Similarly, in the nation, sorry, in the nation, the family is centered around God. So everything we do for the service of God. Okay. Read. But if the society,
But if the society is divided into different groups, won't there be any envy?
No, no. Just as in my body, there are different parts that work together. So the society can have different parts working for the same goal. My hand is different from my leg. But when I tell the hand, bring a glass of water, the leg will help. The leg is required and the hand is required.
yeah. So last week we discussed this, right? that different parts of the body, they all are required uh, for the welfare of the body, for the good functioning of the body, right? Even if one part is bad, we won't get 100% output from the body. Yes or no? If we are sick, we cannot perform well, right? We cannot go anywhere. If we are disabled, can we do things? Very difficult, right? So here is the point, that people are trained in such a way that they complement each other, not compete with each other, but complement each other. They help each other. There's a harmony, there's an interdependency. Now, is this interdependency concept, is this a new concept, or we see that in the world?
No, it is already existing.
Can you give me an example?
Even for our daily core, we are dependent on a house help, so we cannot say that these are the inferior sections. They are somehow helping us. For taking material knowledge, also we are dependent on the teachers. Like they have some extra material knowledge that they can
Yeah.
share. So we
So
are
in the
definitely following, like, as per the needs people are catering.
Yeah. So in the nature, na, we see everything is depending. What the trees need, we are giving to the trees. What do we give to the trees? What does tree gives to
Water,
us? What does tree gives to us?
oxygen.
Oxygen, right? What
Yes.
do we give to the trees? Carbon dioxide.
Yes.
Carbon dioxide is food for the tree. What is food for us? Oxygen. So we see there's an interdependence in the nature itself, right? Our whole sustenance is dependent on that. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So similarly, if we look everyone, these are all complementing each other. That's why they're living happily. Okay, so if they are living in harmony, then we will be happy. Okay, they're working for the same goal, then we'll be happy. Any questions on this? Any questions?
No, Prabhu.
Okay, yeah, we have 3 minutes left. Let's read. Hmm? Go ahead.
But in the Western world, we have a working class and a capitalist class, and there is always warfare going on between the two.
Yes, the capitalist class is required and the working class is also required.
But they are fighting.
Because they are not trained, they have no common cause. The hand and the leg work differently, but the common cause is to maintain the body. So, if you find out the common cause for both the capitalists and the workers, then there will be no fighting. But if you do not know the common cause, then there will always be fighting.
Revolution?
Yes.
Then the most important thing is to find the common cause that people can unite on.
Yes, just like in our Krishna conscious society, you have to come consult me about every activity because I can give you the common cause. Otherwise, there will be fighting. The government should be very expert to know the aim of life, the common cause, and they should train the people to work for the common cause. Then they will be happy and peaceful. But if people simply elect rascals like Nixon, they will never find a common cause. Any rascal can secure votes by some arrangement and then he becomes the head of the government. The candidates are bribing, they are cheating, they are making propaganda to win votes. Somehow or other, they get votes and capture the prime post. This system is bad.
Wait. Okay. Why Prabhupada is said you should consult me for every activity? Now Prabhupada is not there today. So how can we consult him? That is another question. First question is why we should consult Srila Prabhupada. And he is not today. How we should consult him then? See, the same explanation goes. What? Any answer?
It's because we have to follow only one.
No, no, no. We have to follow what the Brahmana is saying. The Brahmana is trained in the Vedas, and he has to take the advisory role. Okay. The government, the Kshatriya takes the executionary role. The business people take the resource management, capital management, and Shudras take the service roles. So when Prabhupada says you should take advice from me, why? Because he is a Brahmana. He's trained in the Vedic literature. Okay. He's no more interested in making money. So he can advise unbiasedly. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's the thing Prabhupada is saying, that we should take advice from the Brahmanas.
Yes.
Brahmana is not a rich person. Okay. He will happily live with whatever simple meager he gets. Okay. And he's more interested in teaching what he's learning from the Vedas. Then he becomes a good candidate to seek help from. I have this problem. I what to do, like that. Okay. So Prabhupada says, yeah, you should consult me indirectly because I am a Brahmana. That now Prabhupada is not there. Then how to consult? Well, Prabhupada has made this society where there are many Brahmanas. There are many trained people. There are many knowledgeable people. We have to take shelter from them. We have to take help from them. Okay. Go ahead.
So, if we don't choose our leaders by popular election, how will the society be governed?
You require Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaisyas, and Sudras. Just as when you want to construct a building, you require engineers. You don't want sweepers. Isn't that so? What will the sweeper do? No, there must be engineers. So if you follow the division of Varnashrama, only Kshatriyas are allowed to govern. And for the legislative assembly, the senators only qualified Brahmanas. Now the butcher is in the legislative assembly. What does he know about making laws? He is a butcher. But by winning votes, he becomes a senator. At the present moment, by the principle of vox populi, a butcher goes to the legislator. So everything depends on training. In our Krishna conscious society, we are actually doing that. But in the case of politics, they forgot it. There cannot be just one class. That is foolishness. Because we have to engage different classes of men in different activities. If we do not know the art, then we will fail. Because unless there is a division of work, there will be havoc. We have discussed all the responsibilities of the king.
In Shrimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, we have discussed all the responsibilities of the king in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The different classes in society should cooperate exactly as the different parts of the body do. Although each part is meant for a different purpose, they all work for one cause to maintain the body properly.
Okay. We'll leave this last question. Okay. What is the actual duty of the government?
To understand what God wants to see that society works toward the aim, then people will be happy. But if the people work in the wrong direction, how can they be happy? The government's duty is to see that they are working in the right direction. The right direction is to know God and to act according to His instructions. But if the leaders themselves do not believe in the supremacy of God And if they do not know what God wants to do or what He wants us to do, then how can there be good government? The leaders are misled and they are misleading others. That is the chaotic condition in the world today.
Yeah. So training is missing. Okay. Why do we want a government? We want a government so that people will be happy, both materially and spiritually. And if trained people govern the nation, then there will be good governance, right? Otherwise, there will be chaotic situation like we are facing. Hmm? Okay. Any questions or comments?
Yes, Prabhuji. So, yeah. But how to train them? They all are not coming and joining in the Krishna conscious, right? So, what God is and what His instructions, how this message can go to them.
Ah, good question. See, that's why other dharmic people and including us in ISKCON, and there are other organizations also which are bona fide and they are also Vaishnav organizations. Okay, so all of us are doing preaching activity. Okay, because nowadays this Gurukul system is not there, nothing is there. Varnashram system is also not very prevalent. Okay, some at some parts are there. So that's why we have to do this preaching work. We have to go to people, do book distribution. We have to teach them. Okay, we have to talk to them. We have to convince them. We have to present Krishna consciousness in such a way that they feel that yes, this is the necessity of the society, and I have to take it. And when they take it, the practice, and they take association of devotees, they read Srila Prabhupada books or they read the Shastras, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, then we will see a collective change. So right now the we have to work with what we are given, right? This is our such situation. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's why he says, Yare deke katahe kahe Krishna Updesh. On my order, you become the Guru. Say Guru hoy. Whoever knows about Krishna, if he speaks, he becomes a Guru. Like that. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, right? In Bhagavad Gita, he says, I gave this knowledge to Raj Rishis. It got broken, I came. But when he came as Lord Chaitanya, what is saying? Jara dekhe tahe kai Krishna Updesh. Amar Agya, say Guru hoy. On my order, you become the Guru. You should know Krishna, and you should know Updesh of Krishna and then distribute. So, so the answer is we have to do preaching. We have to outreach to leaders of the society also. Apart from common people, middle class people, we have to outreach to these leaders of the society. And if we see a leader of the society becoming Krishna conscious, we will automatically see changes happening. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Another answer would be we have to create institutes where we can specifically train people. Just like to be a lawyer, there are institutes of laws, colleges of law and all that, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, there should be institute of dharma where these politicians can
From the
come.
education system, it should
What? Sorry.
change. From the education system,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? From even for the
Tell
kids
me, tell
now.
me, how did Shivaji become such a great king? There is something his mother did.
Yes.
What did she do? She taught him Ramayana and Mahabharata. You see, it is not. It is very recent, right? Shivaji, 200, 300 years ago, maybe 400 years ago, right?
Yes.
Now we discussed about leaders. I'll just make it short. Leaders, there are many kinds of leaders: politicians, guru, teachers, parents. So the leaders, if they are Krishna conscious, they'll make sure that the subordinates are Krishna conscious. So in her case, she being as a parent, she taught Ramayana and Mahabharata and of course the other dharmic literatures to her son Shivaji Maharaj, right? So at our level, we should teach our children Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharat, Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay,
Yes, Prabhu.
and to these politicians also, we are teaching the same thing. What is there in Bhagavad Gita? What is there in Srimad Bhagavatam? What is there in Ramayana? What is there in Mahabharata? So we have to bring back that culture where people are studying from Ramayana and Mahabharata. Very simple. Then they will study everything: dharma, philosophy, everything.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. But the percentage wise, if you see, Prabhu, maybe the parents, the Krishna conscious parents, maybe they are teaching to their kids the dharmic religion, all these things.
Yeah.
But if we see the population wise, it's a very less percentage right now. Whatever who are the Krishna conscious parents are very
See, it
less.
is it is better to have 1% than 0%, right?
Yes, yes, bro.
And it will take generation of generation. The next
Correct.
generation, it won't be 1%. It will be 4
More.
5%. Yeah, it actually it's a cumulative or compounding effect. You can say compounding effect.
Yes,
If today's generation, if we see 5%, then the generation that is going to come, they will make sure that it will become 10% or 20%. Then after that,
yes,
it will increase to 40 50. Then it will increase to 60 70, and one day we'll have 100%. You know, so we have to start from where we are. So today it may be
yes,
1% only, but don't worry. Wait for
yes.
25 years. You will see a difference.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the leaders, yeah, if the
Yeah.
government is good, if the leaders
See,
are good,
just
then
one leader, how much he could do, right? 1 month
correct,
back, how much he could do. Every
correct.
society was doing Ram Nam,
Yes,
taking one diya and going around. I was shocked just by that leader, what he said, and he. So that's the thing. That's the thing, that leaders have to be preached. That is there. But there are various kinds of leaders. There is leader at the national level, there is leader at the society level, there is leader at the family level. All
yes,
of
true,
them should be preached.
true, true.
Then we will see a cumulative effect. We'll see a compounding effect over many years, over many centuries. Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay. Any other question? Last question. Okay.
5,000 years back, Krishna has given this knowledge, right? We are saying that the Raja Rishi, how the Raja should be, he has given it. But with 5,000, within short time, it has gone. But even 500 years back, now Chaitanya Prabhu also telling how to live, how can the relationship can be built between a living entity and the Krishna. But these are I mean, when the years are goes on, the knowledge has went right, but how we can able to whatever the we are putting the effort, but how we can do that? Even the Krishna Supreme Lord itself, he descend here in the material world and he has given this knowledge, but still now now the society is so bad, right? But
See,
how can we take it?
society is bad, of course.
Yes,
Hmm? But then there are devotees also. And devotees will make sure that the tradition continues. Okay.
yes,
When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, other acharyas came, they continued the tradition.
yes,
Bhaktivinoda Thakur came, he revived the tradition.
yes,
Bhaktivedanta Maharaj came, he revived, so much he did. Prabhupada did so much. So, in this world, things will see, there are three modes, Sattva gun, Rajagun, Tamagun. So they will keep fighting.
yes, bro.
We have to make sure that at least in our level, we are maintaining the tradition, we are passing down that tradition. Okay.
Mm. Yes, bro.
Um, there will be some ups and downs in this world. That happens. Sometimes there will be Hiranyakashipus. Sometimes there will be Prithu Maharaj. Okay.
Yes, bro.
That's the way the nature of this world is. But then our responsibility is that we pass this tradition to our next generation. That is very important.
Mm.
So work in your circle of influence first.
Mm.
You know this concept, na? Circle of influence, circle of concern. Circle of influence means what changes you can do. Circle of concern means you have concern but you cannot do any change. Like, you may be concerned of the floods in Assam, but can you do anything? Not really, right?
Yes, Prabhu. No.
But let's say you have now circle of influence in Bangalore. So
Mm.
if water problem is there, you can think of it to do something. You may
Correct.
start, rainwater harvesting or lake rebuilding. That is in our hand or not.
Yes, Prabhu.
So similarly, there is circle of influence, there is circle of concern. So similarly for spirituality also, what is our circle of influence? Our own family, first point.
Mm.
Actually, first is our own self. Then
Correct.
comes family, children, husband, wife, father-in-law, mother-in-law, etc. Then neighbors, then the society that we are staying, apartment society, then the city that we are staying in. So we have influence and we execute our influence for the service of Krishna, like that.
Yes.
Now, if somebody becomes prime minister, he has his circle of influence is so big, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So work according to your circle of influence, and you will see that over time some circle of concerns also start coming inside, and you will be amazed.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, we'll stop here and continue tomorrow. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.